guys, thanks for visiting my channel. I hope you are enjoying spring. And today we're gonna make one of my favorite spring appetizers. We're gonna make zesty deviled eggs. Now what makes them zesty are my zesty bread and butter pickles. And I'll put a link for you for these in the corner. I'm not sure which corner, I think it's this one. I'll have a link for you to these pickles, and I highly encourage you to make them. They are so good. They're a little bit sweet, they're a little bit spicy, and just really, really delicious. And we're gonna put them in our deviled eggs today. Now, if you don't have this recipe, if you didn't make the pickle recipe last summer when I posted that video, it's totally fine. Just use some bread and butter pickles and some pickled jalapenos to give you the zesty part. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to bring you in close so you can see what I'm doing. Okay guys, I think you can see pretty well. What I've done is I've hard-boiled 6 deviled eggs, or 6 eggs, so that's going to give me a dozen deviled eggs. And then I just cut them in half and put the yolks in my bowl, and I'm just going to break up the yolks with my fork. And then we're going to make them creamy and season them up. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some salt and pepper. And all of this is to taste, so I really don't have exact measurements. So just whatever you think is going to be good to you. Maybe a half a teaspoon for the 6 eggs of salt and a half a teaspoon of pepper. And we're going to mix that in. And then I'm going to mix in my zesty bread and butter pickles. Now what I did is I took the pickles out and chopped them really fine, and there's also, as you can see, some red peppers in there, there's some onion in there, some sweet onion, and there's also some jalapenos and some yellow banana peppers that were pickled in with my pickle recipe as well. So we're going to put in let's see, about 2 tablespoons of the pickles. And again, this is to taste, so you're just going to have to decide how little or how much you want. I think that looks pretty good. And then we're going to add the creamy part. We're going to add, I'm going to use some spicy brown mustard. You can use whatever kind of mustard you like, whatever you have on hand. I'm going to add a little more zip to mine, and I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of spicy brown mustard. And then I like to mix Miracle Whip and mayo. I think it makes a great combination. Miracle Whip gives you a little bit of zip, and mayo gives you that nice creaminess. So we're going to start with about 2 tablespoons of each, and I just do equal parts. And then we're just going to give that a good mix. I want it to be nice and creamy. You don't ever want your filling to be dry. And I err on the creamier side because they will dry out some as they sit. But look how pretty that is. All those beautiful colors. Okay, I think I'm going to add a little more mayo, about another tablespoon or so. And I think that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to just give it a taste and see if it needs anything else. And actually, I think we need just a little more salt and a little more pepper. I'm also going to include just about a teaspoon or so of the brine from my pickles. just to add a little more flavor. Make them a little more zippy. Give them a taste. Very good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fill our eggs, and there are a lot of different ways to do this. You can pipe in your filling, put the filling in a bag, snip the end off and pipe it in, make it pretty that way if you want to. Today I'm just going to use my melon baller. Then once you get them filled the way that you like them, we're gonna add some delicious smoky bacon to the top. I have, this was about 4 slices of bacon, but you can use obviously as little or as much as you want. And I just kind of chop it up. You want it to be nice and crispy, and then chop it so that it's fairly fine. And we're just going to sprinkle some of that on top. Adds another layer of flavor. You're gonna have sweet, spicy, and smoky. And then as a final step, we're going to add a little bit of smoked paprika. Makes them pretty, gives them a little bit of smoky flavor. Smells so good. Okay guys, there you have it, my zesty deviled eggs. So good. I highly encourage you to give them a try and try those zesty bread and butter pickles. They are absolutely delicious, and especially if you use cucumbers and peppers from your garden, they taste amazing. So I hope you'll give it a try. Thanks for coming along with me today. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the fun, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.